broken, broken heart. When will you just go away? You just hurt, hurt, hurt inside of me every minute of the night and day. And all I do is try, try not to think of anything at all. If I can keep myself from thinking for the rest of my life, maybe I'll survive this fall. Oh, this fall, 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 see how low I fell from where I was when I had you. Now I'm falling in a hole and it's dark and cold, and the only thing that I can do is try, 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 try not to think of anything all night and day. Broken, broken, broken heart, when will you just go away? Breaks, 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 and it never stops, though I know that somehow it has to. And every time I feel that I just can't feel worse, I find out that it isn't true. Broken, broken, broken glass, rattling inside my chest. What am I to do with every empty day? I can't eat and I can't rest. And why does the phone keep ringing? And how does this hurt keep coming? Every night and every day. Oh, I was so careless, oh, I was so stupid to think I'd never feel this way, this way. But now all that I can say is broken, broken, broken heart. When will you just be gone? You just hurt, hurt, hurt inside of me, and everything just feels so wrong. But thank you, pain, for teaching me. Thanks, but it's been more than enough. You can stop now, pain, I'll never throw away that project that two people built called love. Because we built it and we built it, but I was so cool, I wanted to know how it ran. I kicked it just to see what it would do. I was such an awful man. I wonder what would happen if I tested it. Then what if I tested it again? How strong is it really? Can I step on it? Can I leave it standing in the rain? Can I tell it that I don't care if it lives or dies? Can I hate it and just wait and see? Can I send it to the arms of another man less cruel and furious than me? Well, just as you're thinking, I tried and tried to make it go away and break the chain. I said I traded it for freedom, I traded for adventure, but the only thing I got was pain. And broken, broken, broken heart, when will you just go away? You just hurt, hurt, hurt inside of me every minute of the night and day. And all I do is try, try not to think of anything at all. If I can keep myself from thinking for the rest of my life, maybe I'll survive this fall. Thanks. I'm Jeff, that's my brother Jack, that's Dave, that's Fletcher on the harmonium and keys. That's my dad. So what if I just couldn't take it anymore? I'd just take a walk to the store, looking for a fat bottle of rat poison to score. And I'll pour it down my gullet to nullify the sullenness. If it's my destiny to kill me, spill it in me to begin to fulfill it. Give it a couple of minutes until it hits. But still it doesn't seem to be taking effect. What the heck, what the hell, I'm still walking erect. Well, at least I paid the guy with the check. So if the bodega janked me on the poison I drank, all I gotta do is place a cancel call to my bank. But they put me on hold when I told them the story. I yelled into the phone, but the music ignored me. And it played for such a long time, and then a voice said, we'll be with you soon, just stay on the line. But just at that second my neck broke out in a sweat. I said, I bet this is it, the poison's starting to hit. I felt sick and in pain, I dropped the phone to the ground, and an operator came and said, can I help you now? But all that she could hear was just the sound of my death as I gasped into the set, just let the guy cash the check with my last rattling breath. And the burning bottle of crap I sickly held in my lap, I quickly turned on the cap out of concern for the rats. So what if I couldn't take it anymore? So what if I just couldn't take it anymore? I just make the decision to take a walk on the bridge and try to fly like a pigeon. And I tramp up the ramp, all the bicycles pass. I just can't help but laugh when I think back on my past, and all of the retarded mistakes that I made, the broken-hearted dismay that started from the first grade all the way up to today. And the walkway is steep, and the cars are all beeping, and the people are sailing to wherever they're sailing, and I'm climbing the railing. I planned to stand and decide, but I just slip and I dive, and all the drunks on the side start to hold up their signs, mostly 7s and 9s, but now and then is a 10. And if I fell to earth, I'd be dead, that's for sure. But like I said before, it's only water and it's worthless, 'cause it isn't on purpose, but I bob to the surface. But a large garbage barge comes and drops 20 tons of toxic waste on my face, and as I sink from the sun to whatever's to come, my last sight is the bums who all change their signs into 3s, 2s, and 1s. And after this discourse there's a 3.6, of course it must be from Pitchfork. So what if I just couldn't take it anymore? So what if I just couldn't take it anymore? Staring down at the floor, staring up at the ceiling, 'cause I never get used to always feeling so unglued. Need new emails to read through while I eat old Chinese food. I don't want a life that's like this. Take a knife to my wrist quick, all I've got is this chopstick, but I can still make the plot thick if I break it with my fist. Hold it just like this for fun against my chest, run into the wall next. And I'll frown at the gash, then lie down in the bath with some Sylvia Plath. How many pages will pass until I'm facing my last? I didn't major in math, so I won't wager no cash. But truth is stranger than fashion, and the danger is that the tub will fill up so fast, then all the blood will amass till I'm encased like a crab in a bathtub-shaped scab. They'll have to take in a cab and scrape off in a lab. So what if I just couldn't take it anymore? So what if I just couldn't take it anymore? I just call up the mob and say I've got you a job. I guess you know what to do. Knock off this guy with the blues, an offer you can't refuse. And I'll fax them a contract through a third-party contact that says, don't hold him for ransom, I'll pay half in advance. Just mail me one of his hands, which I'll accept as your answer. So say it so happens I happen to be out lying on a park bench and crying just like my normal way. But in most former cases no one comes out of no place, wraps masking tape on my face, but that's what happens today. But before I get knocked off, my hand it gets chopped off and dropped in a mailbox, and I'm locked in a trunk. But I'm flung out on the tar when the car hits a bump at exit 125 out on the FDR drive. I got a minute of rest, and isn't this interesting? Here comes the UPS man, the package ain't hard to guess, then I gotta sign with my left hand. So what if I just couldn't take it anymore? play a couple more for you.